So next up on Agenda Check is the so-called daughter of R. Kelly. She's known as Joan Kelly and goes by the name Buku Abi. But Joan Kelly is not a daughter of R. Kelly. It's actually a son transgendered. This is horrible. Because as you can see right here off the bat, there is that huge separation in the shoulder muscles and the tricep muscles. Because Joan Kelly, the supposed daughter of R. Kelly, is 100% male and not a female in any way, shape, or form. You can see also that huge collarbone, which albino anybody with straight hair female, scum of the earth, who's from Sodom and Gomorrah via India, whom people have now sold themselves into and have brought upon us the end of the world. Because as we have shown you in our videos, if it was not for albinos, anybody with straight hair, COVID-19 would not be believed. And as we have shown you, the COVID-19 is a fabrication from start to finish. The government itself knows that it's a fabrication, but why would they do that? Because the idea is to get you hooked on the vaccination card. They want you to get the vaccination so you can get the vaccination card, which is a precursor for the artificial intelligence chip in the future. So it has started. The end of the world is upon us. And Joan Kelly here is 100% male. And here is another picture of Joan Kelly, R. Kelly's supposed daughter, but is actually a son. As you can see, the arms of Joan Kelly here refuse to follow the contours of the body because Joan Kelly is 100% male and not a female. And here is another picture of Joan Kelly, known as Buku Abi, or the nickname, and her mother is Drea Kelly, who was supposed R. Kelly's ex-wife and backup dancer, would do this to their own children. What do you think they're doing to you? Well, as you can see right here, Joan Kelly has a straight back all the way into the pelvis because Joan Kelly is 100% male and not a female. And here is Joan Kelly with the straight back of the male all the way into the pelvis. And the picture is taken at an angle trying to make you believe that it's a female butt. So if you notice, if you get on Instagram and look at all the albino females, anybody with straight hair females who all come from Sodom and Gomorrah via India, the dirtiest, stinkiest, smelliest, filthiest people who have lied to you to believe that they are clean when their origins are origins of abominations. And they defecate still on the streets, as we've shown you. Defecate in the open. This is the so-called women that black males have hooked up with and hate black women and say that they got the best of the best. If they had known, if history was told to you correctly and told to you in the truth, and the albinos, anybody with straight hair who are filled with demons, who have totally forgotten that they came from India and choose not to remember because they are children of Satan, who has made their memory to get lost so that they can claim origins to be from everywhere else besides India. If you as that black male knew that they all came from India, the dirtiest, smelliest, filthiest place if you've ever been to India, would you have been procreating with an albino, anybody with straight hair female? I doubt that you would. But because they changed history, that is why history is the most important thing for you to know. Because without history, you do not know what you got. And today, all those albinos, anybody with straight hair who have lived among black people, and black people have taught them how to live, how to act, because even till today, you find out that all the albino, anybody with straight hair females, try to copy black women. They do all these butt exercises to have a butt, but they've never told them that the skeleton is what makes you have a butt. And if you like that you can work from morning to night, if you do not have the black skeleton, that you can never have that female butt. They have deceived you with tight clothes and tight pants, and when they take it off, you find nothing there because they are all the scum of the earth. The children of Satan from Sodom and Gomorrah, filled with demons whose memory refuses to make them remember how their parents got here and the language they spoke, which was the language of India called Farsi or Hindu or any of the dialects of Southeastern Asia and India. Totally forgotten that and lied to you and are oppressing you and only using you as a black man to get some carbon for their children for the next generation. And you, the stupid idiot, married and kept one and hated yourself. Hated yourself so much that you do not want your children to look like you, and you never thought about it. As we have said, judge people by their actions, not by their words. Their actions tells you who they are. No matter what they say, judge them by their actions. And let's continue with Legends of Roll Call. And here is Joanne Kelly with her mother, or with his mother, which is the proper way to put it because it's actually a he. Andrea Kelly, I don't even know what to say. What kind of mentality makes a mother and a father in R. Kelly after carrying this child for 9 months in your womb as a mother, and you give birth to this child, and you take this child down to a hospital, and the doctor, the wicked medical system, has no remorse, collects money, and decides to castrate a young male, and then start feeding it hormones and train it to act like a female. What kind of mentality would cause human beings to do this? I want you to now pay attention to those words so that you can understand the level of wickedness that we are dealing with here. So that when you end up in the lake of fire, and when the world gets destroyed, as it's going to destroy and burn and go into the lake of fire, you will understand, because people have no idea. And the people who have no idea about how wicked the world is are themselves wicked. Wicked people and evil people do not see wickedness and evil. This is the truth. They only see what their minds tell them. Because the greatest lie that Satan has told the children of this world, his children who are all wicked and make up 90% of the population, is that you really don't have to worry about the future. When you're dead here, you're dead, nothing more. But now it's going to be very, very evident that there is a hereafter. Because if this level of wickedness is going on in the world, and it is not seen or known, because if we did not happen to be on YouTube and on this channel, a lot of people would not see the reality of our world and how evil it is. So imagine that we were not here. Would it be right for this wickedness and this level of atrocities and abominations that Drea Kelly here should take her own son and go castrate him and make him to live as a girl when he was not born that way? If we were not here and you did not know this, would it be justified that these people should escape for the wickedness that they have brought upon humanity? No. There's a creator who judges wickedness, and he will repay, because for eternity these people will burn in the lake of fire for their wickedness to themselves and to humanity. Andrea Kelly here, and R. Kelly, who knows about this. And we are going to show you what Hollywood is really up to, because everything that you've known about Hollywood that we have told you, we haven't told you anything yet. And when we say that, you know that we mean what we're saying. Let's continue, because right now we just wanted to show you that Joanne Kelly here has a straight back all the way into the pelvis and there is no arch. Because Joanne Kelly, the son to Drea Kelly, R. Kelly's ex-wife, and this is R. Kelly's son, is actually a man and not a woman as they want you to believe. And here is Joanne Kelly suffering from the same things that all male transgenders suffer from, trying to find the female waist, but he cannot, and therefore he finds what? The male waist point, because Joanne Kelly is 100% male. Look at that arm placement right there. That's the male waist, not the female waist, which is supposed to be higher up here. And that's not a female hip location either, because Joanne Kelly, R. Kelly's son, Andrea Kelly, is 100% male. And here is a good example of showing you differences between a female back and a male back together in a mother and son. Drea Kelly here, who is the mother of what they call Buku Abi, nicknamed Buku Abi, whose name is really Joanne Kelly, R. Kelly's supposed daughter, who's actually a man. So as you can see right here, this is the shoulder blade of Drea Kelly. Right at that shoulder blade, you see that the back starts to arch all the way into the pelvis, because Drea Kelly is 100% female. Joanne Kelly, on the other way, is not a female. So therefore, as you can see right here, this is the shoulder blade right here. The back does not arch. It goes all the way down, straight into the pelvis. And it's shaped like a P, while this one is shaped like a C. Can you see that? Because this is the back of a female, and this is the back of a man. But what kind of mother? I want you to understand this, because this is on public display. The greatest thing that the elite have been fooled into is for them to believe that because the Creator has allowed them to do everything that they wanted to do, such that now they can go and be blasphemous and think that they have the whole world on lockdown. Yes, they locked the whole world down during COVID-19. It doesn't stop, it doesn't change the fact that the Creator is still the Creator. So it's just like people acting oblivious that the sun is shining. The sun shines every day. So just because you are acting and doing all kinds of things and manner, all right, in retrospect and saying, we blocked out the sun, we blocked out the shade from the sun, we blocked out the light from the sun, doesn't stop the fact that the sun is still shining. It's the same thing with the Creator. Just because everybody's doing as they wish does not mean that there is no sun. Does not mean there is no Creator. That's what's going on here. And everybody's actions are now getting exposed because we are at the end of time. And if we are, as a human being, can judge this world in our own frailty as mortals, I want you to imagine how the Creator is going to judge this world when He comes back. Because we as mortals, frailty, we are not gods, we are not anything. We don't possess any supernatural ability or nothing as the Creator. We are judging it as mortals. Can have this kind of precision to show you the evil so you see it and judge it correctly. You can best imagine that the Creator is infallible. And let's continue with Legends of Roll Call. And here is Joan Kelly, Buku Abi, still trying to find the female waist point, but he cannot, and is suffering from all what male transgenders suffer from, trying to locate and lost and cannot find the female waist location, but can only find the male waist point because Joan Kelly is 100% male. And as you can see, the shoulders here, clear separation, long shoulders. See the length of travel of that shoulders? Because it's a man's shoulders. And see the separation between the shoulders and the triceps? Because Joan Kelly, R. Kelly's supposed daughter, who's actually a man. And here is Drea Kelly, laughing and smiling. I want you to imagine how wicked people are. I want you to imagine this. Laughing and smiling for the wickedness they have done to you. Just like albinos, anybody with straight hair, fake smile you every day. You know how albinos walk around and when they see you, they fake a smile or they twitch their faces or twitch their lips and form a smile. And a black person will say, oh, they are greeting me. Why can't you open your freaking mouth and greet someone if you're trying to greet them instead of twitching a smile? Because it's an act of wickedness from albinos, anybody with straight hair. Deep down wickedness, been oppressing humanity for so long. And yet, instead of people calling them out for their wickedness, they love them. Because they've made you to believe that you as a black person cannot survive with albinos, anybody with straight hair. That they own everything. So if you do not deal with them, that you are not going to survive. The worst lie ever told to humanity. Because albinos, anybody with straight hair, actually need black people to survive. A disease needs a host to survive. They are the disease. And black people have been hosting them all their whole entire lives, instead of separating yourself from a disease. And they've brought upon us the end of the world and fabricated COVID-19 upon humanity, such that the oppression that's going to happen if you do not have that vaccination card, which is a precursor for the artificial intelligence chip, will be felt all through generations until the end of this world. And as you can see right here, Joan Kelly still has a straight back all the way into the pelvis, no arch, because Joan Kelly, the supposed daughter of R. Kelly, and Drea Kelly here, who's smiling at your wickedness that they could do this. Even though the child is evil, because whatsoever is born of evil is evil. Evil cannot change or repent. And both of them are going to the lake of fire. And let's continue with Legends of Roll Call.